Hey, what's going on, everybody? I feel like we need to discuss something. Harley Davidson has upset the masses, and I don't even know if it's the masses. Honestly, I think some people are upset, and I don't know. I can see some of it, I guess, if that makes sense. But I thought I'd make a video because it's a hot topic right now. And then we can hash it out in the comments about what we're so freaking mad about. Uh, First off, subscribe to the channel. All right, that's easy. Click the red button. Costs you nothing. Helps the channel. We do things here, so hang out. Anyway, back to Harley. What are we mad about again? So I understand that they're moving some production overseas. Thailand, maybe? Is that right? I could be wrong. I'm not all up to date on the facts. This isn't a news channel, all right? So they're moving some production overseas. And okay, I can understand how that would make union workers in America upset because that's a production line that American workers can work on and build bikes. So on that note, I get it. Like, they're taking work away from Americans. Harley is supposed to be an American company, and they're moving work overseas. So it's conceivable that some Americans could be out of work, or certainly less work. And I get that. I don't think it's good for American companies to do things overseas for cheaper. But the other side of the coin is, how many of you that are mad at Harley Davidson and don't have any skin in the game have ever ridden a bike with a Revolution Max motor? I've owned a Pan America. I don't anymore. And after owning the Pan America, I can tell you that the Sportster S and the Nightster, absolutely not. The power is there, 100%. The Pan America is awesome on road, like at highway speeds. But on a hot day in town, that motor will melt your freaking legs off. Those things are so freaking hot because there's this giant radiator up front. You get no airflow to dissipate the heat away from the rider unless you're out on the open road at 70 miles an hour. It's brutal. Those things are freaking hot. Mine, there's a YouTube short, I think. Possibly. I made one. I don't know where it's at. Anyway, I rode my Pan America home from work one day. It's interstate for some of it, and then through town to get to my house. And when I parked it, the thing was so hot it pissed itself all over my driveway. Just completely upchucked all of its fluids. So, like, whatever, if that's what you're pissed about, because that's what's going overseas. Revolution Max production is going overseas because there's probably a better market over there for it. If you've never ridden a Sportster S, a Nightster, or a Pan America, or anything with a Revolution Max, then be quiet, because those are what's going. Now, if you're a family member of a union worker and they're losing their job because of this, I feel you, man. That sucks. I feel you. But whatever. Sometimes I think we're just finding things to be mad at for the sake of being mad, okay? Harley Davidson has been around since 1903. I don't think we're gonna, and by we I just mean collectively, right? Like, I'm not involved in any way, shape, or form. I don't think that we're going to dismantle or tilt Harley Davidson to the brink of collapse. They've survived world wars, the Great Depression, multiple recessions. The AMF days, they almost cratered themselves before. Didn't happen. So I get it. Take a stand. If you got to take a stand, take one. My stand is this. Do I care if they're sending some leadership staff to DEI conventions to be more inclusive in dealerships or at the corporate level or wherever they're doing it? I guess not. Whatever your take is on that, I don't care, honestly. Harley Davidson makes an awesome motorcycle. I am a Harley Davidson motorcycle rider. I've owned Harleys, multiple Harleys, over multiple years. And there's just not a bike that compares. And now I know we're flooding the comment section if you're watching this. Don't you dare bash them Hondas and them Kawasaki's and them Yamahas. And what about Indian? Indian? Are you kidding me? They're victories. Remember when we were all like, victory? Yeah, they washed up and died, and now everyone that owns a Victory has nobody they can even call to get a part if they needed one. They're just off the face of the map. Victory, done. So then insert Indian, and it's not the original Indian, it's Polaris, I believe. So they make like side-by-sides and Sea-Doos, like watercraft. So is that what you're going to jump to? I'm done with Harley. I'm going to buy an Indian. Quit it. What, Can-Am Spider? Is that it? Please leave the Harley Davidson community and go buy a Can-Am Spider. That's sincerely, you should. And I mean, nobody else makes anything that even compares. Honda got out of the game with the VTXs are gone, the 1800, the 1300. I think the only thing you can get a 1300 in is the Fury. Are you all gonna go ride Furies? No, you're not. So let's just calm down. And for people, I'm not naming names, but for people that are like jumping online, like, you gotta sell your Harley. Okay, if you bought your Harley from a dealership, you've got a great bike because you bought a Harley. They already got your money because you bought it from them. So all you're doing is getting rid of the great bike that you bought and not impacting them because they already got your money on that purchase. Does that make sense? And in the grand scheme of things, don't quote me on this. This is just a theory. Harley Davidson dealerships, I don't think they even make that much money on the motorcycle sales side of things. The parts counter, and maybe they don't make a lot of money there, but I'm guessing they make some money there. The parts counter and the service department is Harley Davidson's racket. So if you can get a good deal on a Harley Davidson and then buy some tools and do your own work, you're in. You've got all you need. You've got an awesome motorcycle and a skill set to maintain it. And Harley doesn't get any more money off of you. If you can buy a used Harley off somebody else and then just do all the work yourself, you're even better for it. So like, let's calm down. I've seen these videos where the Harley Davidson booths at Sturgis are empty. And you know what? I don't know if those are new or not. I think they're new because it shows the new touring bikes in some of those clips. And if I have to be honest, I mean, that's why they're empty. Those new touring bikes are terrible. Those things are so freaking ugly. Fang lights? Like who? Fang lights on the Batwing fairing, those freaking whatever they are. Ugh, that's bad. That's bad, and it's probably not going away. It's going to be on every bike going forward. So if you have an original Batwing bagger, hey brother, look at my bagger. If you have one of those, hold on to it, because there's no going back. The new bikes are ugly. Harley, I said it in a video before about my heritage. Harley is trying as hard as it can to make bikes not look like Harleys anymore. Killing the Road King was terrible. Killing off the Road King standard was absolutely a freaking terrible decision. And the heritage is like the only thing left. What's the base model bike? Is it just called is it a Softail Standard? Is that what it's called? It's like $14,000. It's a 107, a solo seat, a front wheel, a rear wheel, a frame, and some handlebars, and then a tank to put some fuel in. It's like the super basic Harley. Great platform. Shit, if you're a new rider, that's what I'd start with. Screw the Sportsters. Just snag one of them. You can build that thing into whatever you want. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know what we're mad about. I think we should just take a deep breath, dude. Like, the people that have never liked Harley, they're just gonna bandwagon in and be like, yeah, blah, no Harley, and that's think about it, man. You've got a nice bike. You worked hard to get that bike. I didn't start on Harleys. I started on Honda. My first bike was a DR650. And then I ended up getting a Honda Shadow, I think it was. And then I had a Honda VTX. Anyway, I didn't get into Harleys till way later in my motorcycle life because I couldn't afford them. They're expensive, but they're nice. The fit and finish is top notch, and they're nice frickin' bikes. So regardless of what corporate is doing, the majority shareholders are injecting CEOs that may or may not align with how you or I think. They are still pumping out the best motorcycle on the globe, arguably. I can't think of another best motorcycle on the globe in that market. Obviously, there's different spaces. There's rockets and adventure and dirt and cafe, like whatever. Basic cruiser motorcycles. Harley's at the top of that food chain. And they're not going away. There's no way. I already said it before. They've survived wars, depressions, recessions, their own demise, and they're still here. So just take a deep breath. Be mad about some things if you want to. Again, if your job's impacted, I am sorry. That's lame. If you were and I don't even know if that's what's going to happen. If you were on the Revolution Max production line and they were like, we're sending all these overseas, this whole line B or however they do it, this production line's done, you don't work here anymore, then yeah, that's lame. And they're an American company. They should be doing their stuff in America. But maybe there's a good business market or a better market over there. Because like I said, if you haven't rode one, they're not great. The Power is awesome. They are fun to ride. You will burn your legs off. That's all I got. So anyway, just a quick little rant. I've been working my tail off, so videos are out of line here, and I'm sorry for that. I'm working all month, so I just thought I got a pizza in the oven because I need to eat some dinner, and while it was cooking, I thought I'd freaking talk to you guys about this Harley Davidson go woke, go broke, whatever mindset we're dealing with. So that's my take. Yeah, they're doing some suspect stuff, but I ain't leaving because there's no competitor to Harley Davidson, not one. So I don't know. Comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. Let's get along. A lot of people, a lot of views on some of my videos. I think the engagement I think is pretty good. So yeah, that's all I got. You got anything, Dog? No, she's got nothing. So, all right. Thanks. We'll see you.